Dude, I didn't freaking take it. They think I freaking stole a donut, dude.
I won't lie, in this world, man, you need school. What you sow is what you reap. The price of even making it, you know it's not cheap. Never mind the lights, you can sacrifice sleep. Put your best out there, see results in a week. Preach. I don't think they know.
It's gonna get the end of the world, but why wouldn't we all just be like, all right, this is obviously crazy. Every major league sport's closed and all they care about is money. So why don't we all just take a week and just not do crazy shit?
I know you're freaking out way worse than that.
I mean, I bought a whole bag of canned fish because you can get protein and stuff, and it doesn't expire. You know, like I'm just like bought a bunch of water. I don't know the whole toilet paper thing. Like, I'll wipe my butt with a book. I don't care about that. People are freaking out about that.
I didn't understand that at all. Why would that be the first thing to go?
The line was to the back of the dairy section, like wrapped around.
Because I've been seeing, like, because a lot of people I follow and follow us are from other parts of the country. Some dude was at, like, this Costco. And, dude, I'm talking, like, the line was... it was unbelievable. It was outside around the store.
You couldn't go to Costco right now. The line's probably outdoors. I'm not even kidding. Like, I wouldn't go to Costco right now if I had to survive, because I know I wouldn't get out of there.
All right. So what's up, everyone? This is going to be our first video where we starting to pay attention to the fact that the coronavirus is getting super scary worldwide, mainly, but it just has started getting pretty big here in the United States. And the fear of the media and the virus and just what it could do to us physically, but also the fragile state of the economy before this happened. And basically, we've been seeing situations online close by, North Jersey, New York, where the grocery stores are virtually empty. And we have stocked up, I don't know, we probably have like 2 weeks worth of food in our house. But I don't know, it's getting pretty scary. The president, Donald Trump is the president. I don't know if people are watching from other places. Obviously, if you live in the United States, you know that. He declared a federal emergency last night, which hasn't been done, I don't think, since like 1976, I'm pretty sure. And it's pretty scary. It allows them to, you know, do things that they wouldn't normally be allowed to do under the Constitution, which is it could be good or bad. I don't know. So what's been going on just so far?
So far, like, we went out to the grocery store a couple of times and not one person, and I'm not kidding, not one person besides us is wearing a mask. Like, I'm not one to get crazy, but I am a really, like, cautious person and worrisome. But we have friends, obviously you guys, from all over the world, and some people in closer states that we keep in contact with and who message us. And I've been getting, like, a lot of pictures of, like, empty store shelves to places that are pretty close by where we live. And, like, it just seems like everybody around here is just like, oh, earnings for the birds. But, like, you can't really think like that, and you can't walk around like that. And, like, I'm going to say this analogy, and I hope it doesn't offend anybody, but, like, because you don't see God, is he not real either? You know what I mean? It's like no one's sick in our direct area yet. It's so easy to spread this virus that it's like, why wouldn't you rather be prepared? For anybody who follows me on Instagram, you probably already saw this if you watch my story, but we were at the grocery store a little bit a ways from here. We went to a grocery store farther away thinking that it was going to be less crowded, and it wasn't. But we were wearing not these masks, we were just wearing, like, pretty much like scarves over our face, and the cashier was like, just so you know that those masks don't work. And I was just thinking, would you rather us be sneezing and coughing in your face, or at least trying to contain something if we were sick? Like, I don't get why people are so disturbed about masks. And I understand it. It might, and it does, cause a little bit of a panic.
I'm just so used to wearing it just for like a long period of time that for me it doesn't make a difference.
We have masks when we work, so I guess we're a little bit desensitized to it, so it doesn't bother us as much because we know how important it is to protect your lungs. But
I do think that some of the masks might not work as well.
yeah.
But if you have just something that's not respirating you at all and it's covering your face, the chances of exposing yourself to anything is so much less. So I don't know. I think that any coverage helps.
It's just better to try. Like, it's just better to... Why wouldn't you want to at least try?
It's really not a good idea to listen to everything that you see on the news, but we have been following the story pretty closely. And as of now, according to no news outlets that I've seen, does anyone in our county or the counties next to us on both sides that we know of have the coronavirus that we know of yet, which could just be because they haven't reported it or whatever. But if you look towards like other places in the country, where we talked to our good friend that lives in North Jersey and my sister lives in Brooklyn,
New York, the situations are getting so much more high tension where there's basically more people, which makes sense. So like where the population is more dense, it's getting like high frequency. And also just like everything contributes to the paranoia too, because like it was either last year or the year before that for my birthday. If you guys stay up on the videos, you know we go to New York for my birthday every year. And we were walking around where his sister lives in Brooklyn, New York, and we saw like FEMA camps set up. And we didn't know what it was at first until we kind of like looked a little closer and we were like, why do they have these? But I mean, I guess they have them set up for natural disasters.
Which is another thing, like
but it just plants a seed in the back of your head, and then you're like getting crazy in your head. So just throwing that out there.
During a natural disaster, most of the time it's like, you know, we got hit with Hurricane Sandy in 2012. I think it was 2012, right? But that was like, okay, you know, New York, some of New York, North Jersey, South Jersey got hit, and like other islands and places, but the rest of the inner workings of the country and California were totally fine. So they were like, oh, we'll, you know, contribute to the hurricane relief. So they declared states of emergency as needed. And then like in Florida, when the hurricane happened like 2 years ago, it was nothing at all, but there was no gas at any of the gas stations. We couldn't find gas in the whole county when we were there, but that's only that specific part. Right now, this fear is spreading at every corner of the country. So it's a national state of emergency, which is not the same as martial law, but it's still, it's heavy.
Turner was saying that it's not even so much the virus that's bad, it's the fact that the economy is just like, and that's a little bit more scary, because when the economy is down, so are people, and that's when stuff starts to get a little bit unsafe would be the proper word.
The virus is bad in itself. The projections of what some people have said, I know we're not experts on any of this stuff. We're just kind
Absolutely not.
Reading off of what we're seeing. But someone was projecting the fact that it might infect 60 to 70% of the population before enough people have the antibodies, which makes sense. But even if it did that, and the death rate was, I don't know what it is, 4% or something. I guess it's like 7% worldwide, which is actually kind of high from what they were previously saying. There wouldn't be enough hospital beds. There's not enough staff. There's not enough, you know, people to control the situation if that happens. And it's just like getting really crazy. I mean, everything shut down. All sporting events, all large gatherings of 250 people or more. St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner, and anybody I talk to isn't going out for St. Patrick's Day. I don't know why you would be at the bar during this, but I don't know. It's like 7 a.m. We're going to the grocery store, and we will show you guys firsthand our first real experience that we're portraying to you guys. You know, we've been kind of getting a little crazy about it off camera for like a few days, but this is gonna just show true taste of what's going on. So we're not going to try and butter it up and make it seem crazier than it is. If there's food all over the shelves, there's food all over the shelves. And nobody's freaking out in South Jersey yet.
No. And obviously, like, the media hypes stuff up so people watch their shit, but, like, you always have to wonder what if, you know?
Oh, man.
What if it gets to that point? So, you always have to be prepared. It's kind of a wake-up call, though, because I feel like a lot of, I'm going to say Americans in general, are asleep. Is that a good explanation?
Yeah, wake up, you're asleep at the wheel. Get up, you're asleep at the wheel.
Realize how good you actually have it, even if you live a not so great life. You really have it good here. Like, you have choices.
The store is packed right now.
Oh my gosh.
That's what you're not focusing on. More people than there is normally here.
So people had the same idea as us.
Yeah. More people than I've seen here ever. So that's the situation. We're here at 7 a.m. and there's, I mean, it doesn't look like a lot, but
It is a lot.
there's so many people in here, straight up. Like, I'm getting a little nervous, like, that this is crazier than we thought. Like, all these people were thinking the same thing after Trump declared that emergency last night.
That's what it took, right?
Yeah.
I told you that's what it was gonna take. All right, this is the thing. I'm like, I hate freaking people out with this mask on, but you have to protect yourself.
It's not when, it's not if, it's when.
It's when.
People start getting it around here, though, dude.
But it's just uncomfortable, and I know other people understand this, but like, it's weird when they think you're sick and they're giving you weird looks.
Yeah, but we're both gonna be having them on, and gloves.
Oh, this is not funny, but like, I laugh when I get nervous, so let me just do this. This is the mask, though. This is the legit mask. And these are the ones that I bought, right?
Yeah, these were from the one good thing we got from that, like, wholesale sale.
Which is so crazy, because Turner was like, nah, we don't need them.
We're not doing any clean outs now.
Yeah, but I was like, nah, I'm going to get them. I feel like we're going to need them. You know, that woman situation.
Somebody messaged to me and said, you guys are going to need those.
Really?
Yeah, at the time when we got them. I guess because they knew from, like, watching other countries.
It's crazy. So I'm already getting weird looks from across the parking lot.
I don't have too much pride, though.
I don't either, but it's just like, it makes you uncomfortable. And like, I guess when we were in the other grocery store, it wasn't that crazy because we weren't wearing these masks. Like, when you're wearing like 5 masks, it's a little bit more serious.
So this is the local Acme. I don't know if people have Acmes where they live. We'll go like 2 carts down the row. Get that one.
Gotta get going there. Alright, so we'll just go down. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. 7 a.m. Never ever has it been this crowded in this store, even in the middle of the rush hour. But look,
See, there's still toothpaste.
everything's still here.
No,
I mean,
that's
that cheese.
that, right?
Yeah. All right, so the eggshell's a little bare here.
This one?
That's fine.
Alright?
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, so this is the cleaning aisle. So what we've seen online before is these aisles cleared out, but this is right here. It's just,
It's like all the Lysol is gone. Like the spray disinfectant. Like you can get the cleaners, but not the aerosol kind, which is weird. But like there's gloves in here. Let's be realistic. You can wear those gloves.
people aren't getting crazy here yet. I didn't understand how people love toilet paper so much until this happened, but where are we? Where is the toilet paper? We're gonna see the toilet paper section. More food for the babies or now?
Don't sell it here. Oh.
So this is what happened to all the toilet paper.
That just goes to show you how like stupid fads just like catch on. Cause like, why you need toilet paper? You know damn well you could wipe your butt with a rag. So much sugar.
Some double shot espressos.
Might need these, you know what I mean?
I mean, once we run out of coffee.
17 grams of sugar though? Like why?
I guess people like buttermilk waffles because that's the first thing to go. Buttermilk. Oh yeah, you just get those ones. Blueberry. No banana cream pie left. Although the shelves are they're limiting. 24 packs.
Dude, all the Poland Spring's gone. How crazy is it?
But there's plenty of water regardless. Chunky Campbell's soup is out, but in all, there is plenty of canned food still left in this store.
Alright, we already got tuna, but I'm gonna get more because you can't really go wrong with tuna. And if nothing goes down, we eat it anyway. So we eat it a lot actually, but
What did you say?
also we noticed they've been putting everything on sale, and tuna that we usually get is just gone completely.
We'll just get this
weird.
right here. It's good tuna.
Yeah, it's good.
And our bread's on sale, but look, for real, this is what I'm claiming. The bread aisle is borderline almost empty though, dude, which I didn't see coming. I didn't realize people like bread that much.
Why does this look different?
It is different,
This is
obviously.
thin slice. Do you want the thin slice?
I would
right?
just get both. Alright, so we came here just going grocery shopping, like let's get what we like. Basically, besides the buttermilk Eggo waffle, they literally have still in stock here in South Jersey. We're in Atlantic County. Everything that we usually get. So far, not that insane. But there is buttermilk signature brand, but I don't want those.
But I don't want this.
Self-checkout. Alright, so I just wanted to say real quick that our intention in just talking about what's going on in the world isn't it to freak anyone out, especially not ourselves. We're going to just stay calm as possible and just be as cautious as possible. And we're not saying that anything that we're doing specifically is necessarily the right thing to do. We're just going with the flow and just doing what we think is right. So basically just kind of prepping a little bit and trying to distance ourselves from people. All sports games, I think I said already, are closed down. Just everything's almost basically canceled. Plays. I mean, people aren't going to the movie theaters. People aren't going to the restaurants. I don't know about here specifically, but I saw in New York City, there was like an article saying how restaurants are just completely empty. And people are just losing a lot of business due to this whole thing. It is also just really scary. But also there's just some stuff I've seen online that is just pretty scary. I know that the internet, this stuff that gets the most press is probably some of the most negative stuff that happens, but there's just been like things I've seen. First off, in Oregon, someone sent Sammie pictures, someone that watches our channel, of literally grocery stores that are completely empty. There's no food at all. And she said that was like every store around where they live. And there was this video that was posted by like Complex magazine that shows basically an older lady getting in a fight with like a younger woman, younger than her, middle-aged woman, and they're fighting over a thing of toilet paper. So you could only imagine if tensions are getting that high over toilet paper, that how crazy is it going to get when people can't get food. If that happens, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there is a possibility that stores are going to run out of stuff. And I just wanted to play that video so you guys could see how crazy that was. And then there was another thing, I don't know if you guys knew, but my sister is actually Korean. She was adopted from South Korea when she was like 1. My sister, she lives in New York. She was saying, and her boyfriend's Chinese, she was saying that Asian people are getting actually like assaulted and beat up in New York City out of like hate crimes. So I thought that was really crazy. I don't understand it really, but I thought that was scary as well. So there is reactions that are happening as a result of what's going on in the world with the virus and just the state of the economy, other factors I'm sure that wouldn't have been happening otherwise. So it's affecting everyone to a large extent. But basically we're gonna go get gas and pick up Landis's fluids that he needs for the next 10 days. So stay tuned. We're just gonna keep you guys updated on what's going on here. And this is just how we're dealing with what's going on here in New Jersey. Not really that exciting. We're just keeping everyone updated. Other than that, it's just a beautiful day. It's a little chilly, but it's really nice out. And we got this sand out of the basketball net when we picked it up. It was in the net that's over there. We put it in a bucket because the guy didn't want it. And we were like, where should we put it? And we realized that the cats poop right here. So it's basically just a big litter box. And you can see they're using it, which is kind of a good sign because Landis is needs to kind of be monitored. Is he good to go?
Good to go. About to give him his lactose.
He's fully using that sandbox out there.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I saw it.
He loves lactose. It's like, nah. He doesn't like
shoot
that.
it in the side of his mouth so he doesn't aspirate it, but he doesn't like that either. Because then he has to get like the full taste, and it's just like seeping on my hands right now. So I wonder if it can't like go through my bloodstream right through my hands.
All right, I'm gonna get this gas tank filled all the way up in the truck. We're gonna get all these gas tanks that we have filled just to have them. It's weird how different people react to the mask differently. He was thinking it was totally normal, whereas some people think it's totally out of control. But at this point in my life, I got no pride left for that. We're just going for it because this stuff is getting heavy.
You just filling these up too, right?
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, thank you. That's good. That's good. Thanks. How are you feeling about the whole situation?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Well, people are going to panic regardless. You know how that is. But how many cases there are out there? There's a right to panic. You know.
So you think it's not? You think it's pretty bad?
It's bad. It's bad.
Okay, because a lot of people
bad.
are.
It's just a lot of cover up, truthfully.
A lot of people are thinking it's no big deal.
No, it's worse. If you think about how many cases, death totals in China, there's over 86,000 death cases in China that they're not telling us about. And you know why Trump didn't want to do test aggressive on the virus around here because he's trying to get reelected. He's trying to look good, you know.
He might have it.
I know.
That's
the funny thing is about that. There I heard something about the doctor was like, there's no need for Trump to do the testing, blah blah blah. Oh wait, why stop? Hold up, I'm gonna need your cardigan, I guess.
Oh, that's fine, I guess.
That's fine. You good?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, this one's empty too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we'll
just stop
redo
them.
it,
Yeah. But why won't you have to take it?
And they already tested him.
But him being the president, they're gonna keep that in the wraps, you know.
I mean, they should kinda.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Like, truth, I already started stocking up on a little bit of food here and there, so.
Yeah. The only problem is, like, there's no one really around here that they know of that has it, but like.
But you never know.
But like, you're like, do you think that the stores are gonna close? Like, you think Wawa's gonna close or no?
No, I actually read something online that they'll stay open until the last minute. You know,
Yeah.
You know, gotta make money. That's what it is. But
Which is crazy.
I also
right?
heard that they're really trying to have people stay inside for at least like 2 weeks.
I'm about it though.
I'm with it. I'm all for it too. Oh, I can feel this one.
All right, so Brian Larrabee ordered a mega order of windbreakers, so I'm going to get it together for him now. I just wanted to say that we are taking precautions with this whole thing. It's very scary. What's happening in Italy is basically what's scary, not what happened so far here so much, although it has been spreading pretty quickly. But I'm not saying that people should just give up or cancel life in general, but taking precautions and just being aware and prepared to an extent is definitely important. I know everyone's going to have their own opinion. It's a very scary time, I think. Some people aren't worried at all. Some people are even more crazy than we are. And we're pretty much in the middle ground, I would think. And I know that the masks and the gloves in the store are probably overkill at this point. But at the same time, we don't know. It's so unknown. We just don't know. So I don't know. I'm not saying anyone should follow what we're doing. I'm just saying be safe, be cautious. And I do think that the best scenario for everybody is to limit the exposure and limit the spread of the virus, and just try to stay positive and just be up. It is like getting nicer out. Spring's coming, summer's, over the horizon. And don't cancel, if you can help it, your plans for the future. Maybe cancel your immediate plans for this week, next week, if possible. I know some people can't, and limit your exposure, but still look to the future, obviously, and plan for the future. I'm just saying. I know this vlog is a lot of talking. This video is more just our opinions and what we're doing to deal with everything that's going on. Everyone, has their own opinion, and ours is only our own, and we can only be our own. We can't say for sure for anyone else. But here's what we got. So he wants 2 purple cheetahs in XL, 5 bumblebees in 2XL, 3 volcanoes in 2XL, and the white in small and large, which are right here. So I'm going to get them all together right here, and then I'll show you guys the horde that he got. Alright, I'm waiting for him to message me back, but so far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one's for someone else, but he's getting 8. So this is the biggest order for sure so far. I also wanted to say, through all this, don't forget to enjoy life, because you are still alive. And so much fear being broadcasted, sometimes people forget to just enjoy the little things. You don't have to go out, to a bar or to a concert or to an event to have fun. You can do it in your own yard or in your own house. And look at this day out here. Woo! What do you got? Dude! No.
Yeah.
That's how good you got overnight?
I'm being good, brother.
Let me try one.
One hand.
No way. Can she make it?
She shoots. He scored! Just kidding, don't want to scare the neighbors.
Did it make it?
Yeah. What are you
Wow.
talking about?
Wow. The sun was in my eyes.
True, it is really bright out here. Oops. What the hell was that?
Alright. We're out here at this local park system that's pretty near our house. It's about 30 minutes away from our house. And when we just passed by the main centers, we've been here about, 4 times maybe. All different seasons, probably more than that even. And we've never really seen anyone here. And right now there's like tons of people over there. So maybe the whole situation's making people get out and do stuff because they don't want to be cooped up in their house. And going out in nature's kind of nice. But check this out. There was like a massive forest fire, I guess, out through here. Because look at this tree. That's a common thing that happens, like in New Jersey in the Pine Barrens. They do catch on fire. And according to some people, it's because it's a natural thing so that the pine trees can maintain control of the forest. And they create a very situation that's flammable so that the other trees don't overtake them. But I don't know if that's exactly right. But I have heard that from more than one person before.
I've heard that too.
But getting out in nature, real nice. So if anyone thinks, down in New Jersey doesn't have nice forests, I would say think again. This is beautiful out here. Obviously there's a lot of burnt. Still smells like this was a fresh fire like yesterday.
Right?
Straight up.
That too.
Is it? Was it?
I don't know.
Is that why they started ripping all that stuff up over there? though?
Maybe.
So they could get like big trucks in here with water?
Maybe. That would make sense. But I mean, I'm sure a truck would fit on that road. Look at that tree got snipped.
See this tree right here that you just pointed at?
Yeah.
This crazy thing, what was it, from a show or a movie? They're like, trees die standing. They die on their feet. Whereas humans die laying down.
Yeah.
How much dignity do they have?
Yeah, that was heavy, right?
That's heavy.
That was heavy.
You think about it, it's really heavy.
That was heavy. That's not exactly how it went, but...
But like, look, this tree's totally dead, but it's still standing.
Yeah. But,
In a lot of sense, trees are much stronger than humans.
yeah, for sure.
And they can live way longer, obviously. What are you saying?
I said that tree fell onto that tree and it's still standing. I said they must be partners because that one's not letting him fall.
He's hugging the other one?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Let's
Right.
get deeper into this situation. It's so strange how that tree burns. Like, look how thin it was at the bottom after it burnt.
It looks like it was like a controlled burn, like maybe they did it on purpose.
Like it's only
Like
on
how
the
you were
edges.
explaining in the beginning. Because it's only on the edges, so that's strange.
I was saying the forest naturally burns itself, but this is right. You're kind of right. It looks like they just did it in sections, or they just poured more freshies here. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but probably not.
Doesn't
This
look
is
like.
a really big forest.
All right, here we go.
Alright, so if you guys stay up with the videos, there is a cat. It's a feral cat. We named her Big Mama, but she lives at her neighbor Glenn's house and he feeds her. And she's just an outside cat, so we bought her a igloo off Chewy.com, and Landis donated a bed to her, so we're gonna go take it over there. Just like a little shelter for her to stay safe when it's cold and vice versa when it's warm. So let's go take this to her. I'm
And
excited.
if you guys didn't know, this is truly another beautiful day in paradise.
It's so nice out. It's literally 72 degrees out. First actual warm day, because even though it got up to the 60s, it was kind of like that like gray tone, and it was windy and raining and cold. So now it's actually nice. It did rain this morning, but
It's actually like the only thing that I could say is bad is the wind, just for filming purposes. But other than that, this is a perfect day.
it's weird because it's windy. You'd think it would make it cold, but
It's not cold. It's not cold.
I can.
Kitty condo coming up. So put this down first, right? Or should we put it together right here?
You're not gonna be able to slide this through though, so you're gonna have to try and like, you know what I mean?
Snap it together here. I'll just snap it together here.
Yeah, true. That's easier because then you don't have to bend down, hurt your back. I read the reviews online that it was a little bit hard to.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think, that it might be harder than it looks.
Just leave that out if it's easier.
Because like this goes into there, right?
Yeah, do you want me to put this down and I can hold it?
Doesn't have screws or anything.
Nope.
Oh no, this is
Just
hard.
clips in.
Although one of the clips is already broken off. How's that work?
I guess just be
Wait a
careful.
second. Is there a paper that came with this?
Just on the top. Alright, so this isn't working. It just doesn't like line up, but I have to expect that it was a cheaper one. But Turner's gonna try and screw these, at least the front and maybe the back, to keep it tight, and then it should be good. But even though it was so cheap, it is really big, it's carpeted, and we're gonna put that bed in here, so it's gonna be nice for her if she actually uses it. Alright, so we screwed it in there.
This thing is so off, the way that it lines up, that we had to screw it together because they don't pop in like they're supposed to because it was so cheap. But the thickness of it's not cheap, and now it's a solid rock. So
Can we slide that bed in there?
easily?
We put that there for you. Go on. Oh,
Oh,
look at that girl. Let me see your belly.
I'll try and zoom.
Get it, girl.
so you guys
Oh,
can see.
oh my God, Big Mom is huge.
I'll try and zoom a little, but I don't know how far
That's
I'll go.
your igloo.
But we pulled
That's
up and she was
yours.
checking out her new house.
That's your igloo.
She'll be sleeping in there
Get it,
soon.
Moms. Alright, see you, Mama.
No, he's not doing this.
Yes.
Alright, it got hot enough out so we could open the window for the cats to go in the windows. But we just wanted to leave off the video on a positive thing. There's no reason really to panic at this rate. Everything is pretty much good in life unless you're directly affected by, the virus, which is very few people so far. Our life is beautiful. It's amazing. There's no reason to cancel your life in any way except for just being as cautious as possible within the means of your daily routine. So it's not uncool to wear a mask and gloves to stop the spread of this. It's a worldwide pandemic, and be serious about it. This is, I know that's sounding like a CDC person or something, but I don't care. This is really serious. The projection, if people in America don't take precautions and start doing things to prevent this, is like 200 million it could get up to infected, which would just straight up cripple a lot of things in the country, and there wouldn't be enough health care to provide for all those people. So do what you can, but above all, stay positive. It's a beautiful day out. It's a beautiful year, 2020, a new decade, and
MJ.
kiss your cats. Kiss your cats. There is
MJ in the back.
What are you saying?
MJ, you want to tell everybody to stay positive?
There's so many positives that can be taken from this.
Tell them, Putt.
Because a lot of people are out of school and being forced to, kind of stay home with their kids or with their family and actually focus on things that actually matter. And that's something that the world doesn't let you do all the time because it's such a wheel that we're always on. And this might actually force a lot of people to prioritize the importance of their life for real. So that's what I'm taking from it. Like, I already prioritize everything that I love. I spend as much time as I can with the people that mean the most to me, and do things that I love a lot. But I think it's made me realize how precious life really is and how scared everyone is of losing something that they haven't even thought too much about. Little things here and there. So it's windy, but we're saying thank you everyone for all the continued support, and the next few weeks might be not as exciting, but this is our life and this is what we do, so this is what we're filming. Ending words.
What he said.
What he said or what he said? He left!
What they both
Oh, because he thinks he's gonna get out.
He thinks he's gonna get out, but he's not. But yeah, just stay positive. This too shall pass. And it will. But so I've heard it will come back in 10 years. So I think this will kind of get people ready or prepare people so that they're more prepared the next time something like this happens. Because it does make you think, if it did get really bad over here, because it's gotten bad in other places, what would you do? So I don't know, hopefully this wakes people up a little bit.
It definitely allows us to prioritize. So, peace.
Ruru.
Oh, no way.
That was your fault.
She got out.
Look, I'll show you guys how I play her out.
You don't play her out. I gotta put these on. Got these shoes at the Palmyra flea market before they closed. Now they're ruined. Let's see how she plays her out.
Look, Ruru. Look, a
Ruru's
stick.
bad and runs outside.
Ruru, a stick, look. I played her out real good yesterday, but look, a stick. Look, Mama. Look. Get it. Get it, look. Look at this stick. It is one. Yeah, that's right.
Touche. You played her out.
Ooh, it's my baby girl. Can't have her getting eaten by a big old bird. Can't have a big ass bird come and snatch you up. Save you for later.
That's true.
Ooh, I love her so much. I might just eat her. Ooh, I might eat you.